Hello everybody, my name is Tide Statistic, and today we'll be talking about this AOSHIKE battery charger, smart battery charger. When you usually think of a battery charger, you think of like AA's, AAA's, maybe 9 volts, but this charges your more of a DIY 18650s all the way up to like 17500s. Now these can be used for a whole bunch of different things, including vaping or building your own type of battery banks. So that being said, in the box you do get the little manual that gives you some information, or quite a bit of information I guess. It goes over what to do, how to use it, and the different type of batteries that you can use for it. But realistically, who even uses the manual anyways? So let's get rid of that. Comes in an OK box, tells you what it can charge, tells you the percentages and whatnot, the voltage. We don't need that either. Now what comes in it is the battery charger in the micro USB to USB. Micro USB to USB is the charging and the charging cable. You plug the micro USB into the charger, the USB into the port or into the outlet or dock that you have, and it'll charge your batteries. You plug the USB into the USB charger and it'll charge your phone. So it's pretty basic. It got your LEDs, USB, there we go. 25 to 100%, got the single button to switch it from 1 amperage to 2 amperage. Also has the USB indicator. It's made out of plastic. I can't really tell what type of plastic. It's pretty light, but it also gives you the information on the back on what batteries it can charge. It also has a whole bunch of LEDs, I guess separate LEDs technically. It lights up when it's charging and whatnot. Now it has a pretty reasonable tensioned spring on the inside for when you're putting your big batteries inside of it, and so I put some AAA's in it, and just to make sure they wouldn't fall out. And right here I have a knockoff AAA. Now I do have quite a bit of batteries because I have a camera that requires 4 AA's, but I also use batteries in my everyday life. So this is a AA. It's obviously bigger than the AAA. You can see the size difference. I also decided to grab a C battery. This is not recommended because this is not a rechargeable battery, but it seems like the C battery did kind of fit. I feel like you could still charge it. I mean, it's still the same voltage as a regular AA, but I just thought it was interesting that the C battery still might be able to charge, but then again, who's running around with rechargeable C batteries? The one thing I do wish they did put on this USB charger was a little door, like a swinging door, which you'll see an example of that in a minute. This is the top. You got your USB 5 volt out and your 5 volt 2 amp in. Nothing too special on the top, but I do wish they put a little see-through door on this, because sometimes if you smack the back, the batteries will fall out, which then again, there's no real reason for you to be throwing your stuff around. Now I'm not no new man to rechargeable batteries and rechargeable battery pack things, and I have a knockoff and a actual Energizer battery charger that I got back in 2012, and I feel like it's coming up on its end date. Now the one thing that I did notice after pulling out my other battery chargers is that this charger is the only one out of my chargers that don't have a 9 volt charging port. But then again, I guess you could say that these other 2 battery banks, including the Energizer, don't have any compatibility for any types of 18650s or 17500s. So I guess they all have their pros and cons, and it seems like the only thing this thing can't charge is D batteries, C batteries, and 9 volts. So that sounds pretty good, and on top of that, it has independent chargers, so you don't have to have 2 batteries in like the XIT or the Energizer, because you are required to have a set of 2 batteries in each one for it to actually work, unlike the USB charger, which only requires 1 battery for it to actually charge. Now if you guys are wondering about performance, they all came out about 3 hours or 4 hours, give or take a little bit of time, to charge 2 AA's. Now it's not really which one is better, it's which one is more to your taste. Obviously you wouldn't get the USB if you had 9 volts that you needed to charge, but if you get the USB, you can also charge your vaping batteries or your DIY batteries separately, or you can independently charge 1 battery instead of having to stick an extra dumb battery, as in a filler battery, inside of one of the other chargers to charge 1 battery. Let me know what you guys think about this video down in the comments section. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them down too, and if you want to see more, subscribe.